Let's talk about Batman stuff. We've been letting these stories build up. First off, Batgirl. They've been doing this thing they're dubbing the funeral screenings. Awful name. They are screenings for insiders and people who worked on Batgirl on the WB lot. Personally, if I worked on Batgirl, I would never step foot on that lot again. But even the directors are saying, yeah, we'll work for DC again if they wanted us to. It was a big break for them. You can't blame them. This next one really breaks my heart. They were working on a show called Batman the Caped Crusader, and it was going to be much like the animated series. It was even made by Bruce Timm, the guy that made the first one. But of course, Warner Brothers, just nailing it lately, have put it out there. It's going to be out for somebody to buy. Hopefully Netflix gets this. I think Netflix, with their new attention to anime, could really see the value in this project. Maybe Amazon Prime. Next up, the Batman sequel has been greenlit over at DC. This is finally confirmed. Also, director Matt Reeves has been given free range for any DC property he wants to make. What do you want to see Matt Reeves try to tackle? We all talk about Mr. Freeze. We want Mr. Freeze to get his own standalone movie. It's a tragic story where you're really rooting for the villain, and in the end, it's a shame Batman saves the day. Hey, we just got some new details this morning about the next Assassin's Creed. This is from a leak, according to YouTuber named Jonathan, but then it's also backed up a lot by Jason Schreier from Bloomberg, and he's the trusted source on this one. So first, releasing spring 2023, not very far away. We're headed to Baghdad in the 7th to 9th century. We're also returning to the basics of Assassin's Creed. They're focusing on Assassin's Creed 1, which I'm very happy about because I really like the old style where it was much cleaner, the animations were a little bit cleaner, it's less about brute force and one-on-one combat. It's going to be less RPG elements, essentially no more leveling. You're going to be an assassin that learns new skills maybe, but you're not going to have this whole talent tree or anything like that. Also, Eagle Vision is back. So yeah, what do you guys think about this leak? We're headed to Baghdad. I think it's gonna be pretty cool, especially in the time frame right there. It's gonna feel a lot like Assassin's Creed 1. There are some additional details given by the YouTuber that Jason's not backing up, like the fact that they're gonna be remaking Assassin's Creed 1 and it's gonna be part of the season pass. Different things like that. All that would be amazing, but again, we just only have one source on that one. We got a ton of TV news, so let's get started. First off, Umbrella Academy's Steve Blackman is going to be in charge of the Horizon series over at Netflix. This is a world where basically it's post-apocalyptic, but very hopeful. We play as a character named Aloy, you see her here, and there's a whole lot of fighting giant robotic dinosaurs. It's pretty cool. Next, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Negan from Walking Dead, is joining The Boys Season 4. They have not revealed what his role will be, but can you imagine him next to Billy Butcher and Homelander? I don't care what he's going to do. I'm excited for it. What if he's like the president? Could he be the president? Is that a thing? I haven't read the books yet. Maybe he'll be the president. Netflix's Resident Evil series has been canceled after one season. No surprise. And HBO has already renewed House of the Dragons for Season 2. That was pretty fast. Only one episode's out so far, but it's a quality show, solid writing. I'm a fanboy for it. What can I say? Let's start off by talking about some movie news. First off, the next Godzilla vs. King Kong movie is actually going to have the two teaming up together. That's coming out March 15th, 2024. Apparently, WandaVision director Matt Shakman is in talks to direct the Fantastic Four. Now, his work on WandaVision is outstanding. I fully trust this guy to go ahead and take care of Fantastic Four, a franchise that I'm telling you must do well. Speaking of directors, Francis Lawrence has been tapped to direct Netflix's BioShock. Now, Francis Lawrence, he's the one that did the Hunger Games franchise, 4 out of 5 of the films, so he's well versed in these action-packed movies, and setting up a really cool world is super important on this, and I think he did a pretty good job of that in Pan Am. The other cool thing about this project is we got writer Michael Green, one of the writers from Logan. Yes, Logan is going to be taking care of this project. It's in pretty good hands. Hey all, Shazam 2 and Aquaman 2 have been delayed. Shazam 2 is being pushed to March 17th, 2023, and Aquaman 2 is now being released December 25th, 2023. Avatar is returning to theaters in IMAX 3D 4K HDR on September 23rd. This is, of course, before the sequel comes out, but of course, they already took it off the streaming services, so unfortunately, they're just trying to milk out as much money as they possibly can. Makes sense. Sony is increasing the global prices for the PS5. It varies, but the places that it's increasing is Europe, China, Japan, Australia, Mexico, and Canada. So go out there and grab one if you can, if you're really looking for one. It's time to do it now. Hey y'all, we're going to be talking about EA and Amazon today. So it came out this morning from a website called Good Luck Have Fun. It's a small gaming website out of Sweden that EA was being purchased by Amazon. Now, Good Luck Have Fun is an affiliate of USA Today. So USA Today shared the article. A few hours later, though, USA Today posted an update saying that, look, these sources are unnamed and uncredited. We can't vouch for this article anymore. CNBC reported on how this completely nonsense article has changed the stocks of EA. They went up 16%. People made a lot of money investing on EA on a complete lie. The stocks have since fallen, so if you had bought EA when it was going up, now you're out of luck because you followed something that did not use credible sources. Is EA being sold to Amazon? No. If it does, it means a small gaming blog somehow got a scoop and all these credible sources had no clue about it. Very unlikely, especially since CNBC's sources are EA because they try to make this deal with them earlier. You gotta check your sources. Here at Geek Freaks, we share our sources on Twitter and we share them on our website when we talk about them in the podcast itself. We got a release date for Glass Onion, the sequel to Knives Out, coming out December 23rd. Remember, Netflix bought this movie and they're going to be pushing this franchise. Expect many of these films. If they're anything like Knives Out, we should all be happy. MoviePass is returning on September 5th with a beta program. If you guys remember this program, I mean, I burnt this thing up. You could spend like $10 a month, go to endless movies. It was literally too good to be true. The business went under. Well, starting August 25th, you can sign up for the beta program, which starts September 5th. It's going to be $10 to $30 depending on your market. And there's going to be these like credits where you can't necessarily go every single day, but it sounds like it's going to be pretty close. You can go to quite a bit of movies per month. I know I'm going to be trying this thing out because I loved MoviePass. It was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping it's near what we had before. Hey all, we had Gamescom 2022 today. A lot of stuff announced, not a lot of great stuff, but we have 5 that we're excited about. No particular order, here we go. Teaser for Dune Awakening. If the actual gameplay could hold up to that cinematic, I am on board. It's gorgeous. It's going to be an open world survival game, and just, Arrakis looks so good. Can't wait. Next we have gameplay for Callisto Protocol. Day 1, guys. That's a day 1 game. If you liked, Dead Space, you're going to be on board with this. Day 1 game. Next we had more footage for Hogwarts Legacy. This one showed a little bit more of the trailer. Our young wizards are actually delving into dark magic and unleashing some skeletal creatures. It does not look like it's going well over at Hogwarts. Next we had a trailer for Sonic Frontiers. This is confirming the November 8th release date that got leaked earlier. Again, huge world, and you think it has to be if it's going to have Sonic running around it, so that kind of makes sense. And lastly, a huge surprise, we're getting a Killer Clowns video game. If you guys remember that 80s classic horror, yeah, you're getting it now in a video game form.